And they were like,
Sitting on the dock of Roscoe.
we need to get that as a jingle. Now that I'm going to clip that.
Whoa.
That song.
Yes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode
rush.
of Impulsive Thoughts. And this time I'm tired, not Don. Actually,
I mean,
no,
I'm
Don
also
probably is
tired.
tired.
Me too.
and Dan.
I'm
But
always tired.
Dan too is always tired.
I suffer from fat guy, old guy, kid syndrome.
Fat old guy with kid syndrome.
Yes.
As you can tell, those are my favorite co-hosts. To my right, I have Mr. Danny Rowe.
We're your only co-hosts.
True.
Dang, you just threw James under the bus. We're your favorite co-hosts.
But James is not a co-host anymore, though. Sorry, James. I mean, you used to be my favorite.
I love you, James. I miss your smell.
I haven't heard from
That
him.
got
I haven't
weird.
heard from him. Does he still listen?
He does. He texts me every week.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't text me.
He doesn't text me.
See, James, I miss you.
And to my left is James's favorite co-host.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? How are we doing?
We are doing great.
Grand?
Also, you were wrong. Javi didn't whiff. He hit a home run.
Wow. So it's 2-0?
3-0.
3-0? Okay.
In case you guys didn't realize from the intro music, because this will drop
Way
Monday,
after.
Monday the 20th,
Tuesday.
or Tuesday the 21st.
Yeah. Usually I do it on Tuesday.
You usually do it Monday night.
Yeah. Monday
Yeah.
night.
Well, okay.
Either
Monday
way,
night,
who
whatever.
cares? Today is Friday, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day.
There we go.
And for your viewing pleasure, to give you guys eyegasms, if you want to check out Instagram, you will see my Dixon Flannel Friday. I have two that have green in it.
Glad you didn't cut off your sentence there.
Then-
Friday?
Yep. I am wearing my Freddie Dixon flannel today. It is inspired by Freddy Krueger, and it has green in it. So I am in the spirit today. Lupe is wearing a beautiful green t-shirt that says, "Let the shenanigans begin." And it's got clovers and diamonds and whatever you want to call that on there. It's very festive. Donnie, we're not going to talk about Donnie.
Donnie's wearing black.
Donnie doesn't believe in anything
I
that's
have
fun.
some green on my shorts. I have the Italian flag on them.
Anywho.
St. Patrick was Italian. It's all right.
Sure he was. And that brings the podcast to a stall. You need that, the record stop right there.
I used to have that. Whatever.
He was Romano Britain.
Who?
St. Patrick.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The fuck was that?
Was that the leprechaun?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, it was a leprechaun. Running around. Catch him. Get us a pot of gold.
So what, Danny? You didn't like the signings the Bears made yesterday?
We just stabbed Donnie.
Yes. I am entering this season with a clear conscience or a clear no hatred for anything because I'm giving Ryan Poles a chance to do it. Whatever he's got to do.
I like how Lupe is walking away because he really has nothing to add to this part.
So he's going to get us Jameson. It's fucking St. Patrick's Day. I better have some kind of Irish something. Anywho, so I'm giving him a chance to put his team together. I will say I was not a fan of letting Montgomery walk, especially to a division rival. I seen this coming 2 years ago because all the rave was Khalil Herbert this, Khalil Herbert that. He's our back of the future. Okay, but the argument I put up is he was a great change of pace back. You need the power stud runner that Montgomery is, even though he's not huge like a power back.
Not only that, but he was also like a really good blocker and pass catcher out of the back.
So Herbert was the faster change of pace back. And he's flashy and he did good because all the Bears fucking did was run 2 years ago and last year. So he found the holes and hit them. That being said, maybe they're going to sign a bigger bruising back, but they signed this Akers guy, and he's another fast fucking guy.
They didn't sign anyone named Akers.
Oh, no, Akers is a free agent. Everyone's saying the Bears should go after him. Oh. They signed that other guy who's more of a...
Homer?
Yeah, he's more of a special teams guy.
Yeah, they also signed Dante Foreman, who's a thumper.
I saw that. Okay, is he? I didn't know much about him. Okay.
And out of 9 games last year, he almost did reach 1,000 yards.
I did see that. So, but my only question...
He's a big thumper.
My only question, though, with these signings is we now have 3 guys from the Carolina Panthers, and their record was so great last year also. So what, they're all of a sudden going to be studs in Chicago because of Justin Fields? I don't know.
They were probably the 3 better guys on the
I know. I'm just saying, this is me from the outside looking in because I don't know much about Carolina. Like, I will also admit, the very first day that they got DJ Moore, I'm like, this is stupid. It's a fucking trade. But then the more I've learned about his skill set, I'm like, okay,
he's really good.
He's like all the experts are saying he's not top tier like AJ Brown and those guys, but they said he's like maybe the 20th best receiver in the league, which is pretty good.
He's probably in the top 10.
No, I was hearing top 20, but either way, he's better than any fucking receiver we've had.
I mean, out of the 5 years he was in the league, he got 1,000 yards 3 years.
They said,
I think there were 3 years in a row too.
I think the stats I saw, I might be kind of convoluting this a little bit, but I think either his 3 years of stats of receiving yards are more than all of the Bears receivers combined for the last 3 years.
They are.
So I'm like, that's good right there.
Yeah, football.
I did like the addition of Tunyon behind Kmet.
See, and I didn't like that. Only because I don't know shit about him because he's a Packer and I hate the Packers.
He is a Chicago boy.
Yes, I did like that.
Sorry,
so I did like that.
Not Chicago, McHenry, Illinois.
Illinois guy. Listen, Lupe.
Lupe, we got 13 days till baseball. It's all right.
I know.
Don't be a hater, Lupe.
I'm not a hater. I don't hate.
PJ Walker should be a decent backup. He fits the scheme.
Okay, that's good. Either way, like I said, I'm giving Poles a chance to see what he can do. So
I'm hoping I won't get called for work around the draft since I have tickets for the draft party.
You just said you hope you get a call next week for work, and now you don't hope. See? Make up your damn mind, Donnie. Do you want to work or not? What's more important to you, draft or making money?
I will slap the shit out of you if you say the wrong thing.
Making money off for the draft, making money again. Does that work?
That's decent.
I did miss out on work last week though.
So hey, I'm gonna premiere a new segment later. I'm not even gonna tell you guys what it is because it's gonna be funny. So let me know, Lupe, when we're close to like 35, 45 minute mark because I don't want it too early. I want it to be like the second half of the hour so that you'll see why. It might be only funny to me, but at least I'll laugh out of it.
I did end up watching the incoming press conferences for the new players. It was good hearing them talk.
Yeah.
Especially Tremaine Edmonds.
Is he the guy also from Chicago?
No, that's T.J. Edwards.
T.J. Edwards, okay.
Edmonds is the linebacker from the Bills.
So the one thing I saw, I don't know about negative, but the one thing I saw one person pointing out was the amount of money they spent on these 2 guys that are second tier, third tier, whatever, is the same amount of money they could have spent to keep Roquan here when he's like the top linebacker in the league. I didn't read all the articles, and I want your honest opinion, Donnie, not I'm a homer, everything the Bears do is right, Roquan should be gone. Like, does that make sense, or are these 2 guys going to be better than Roquan because the scheme they're going to go? Are they going to do a 3-4 now?
They'll fit this Eberflus's scheme better than Roquan.
I mean, like I said, I'm giving them a chance this year.
Plus, that's the thing. That's all the money Roquan wanted, but they ended up spending it on 3 other players.
Okay.
Or 2 other players, whatever it was.
See, look, I'm being nice with you today instead of yelling "fuck you, you fucker" on Facebook. See?
I will miss Montgomery though.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So Lupe can't hear us right now, can he?
Maybe if you talk like this, he won't be able to. He's looking.
Let's talk a lot of shit about him. Let's talk a lot of shit about him, anyways. You want the shocker? You said what? So.
Hey, whatever you guys do off of podcast time, I don't want to know about.
So, to get back to, let's take the podcast down a notch for a minute. So, to get back to my pre-intro music statement, I laughed a little, cried a little, didn't bleed a little, got sore a little. I did have to help one of my guys. I'm not going to say names on here for OSHA regulations and HIPAA violations and blah, blah, blah.
It was Lupe, wasn't it?
No, one of my guys, he hurt his back on the route, so I went out and helped him finish his route on Tuesday. And it wasn't that bad.
Oh, is that when you sent the Snapchat of the energy drink?
Yeah, the energy drink, and I survived being on the route. So it wasn't that bad.
Hold on, they're letting him go.
Who?
The person that's not named.
No. That was just part of the sweating and crying. No, not really the crying. Just the sweating and the having a rough week.
Sweating because Danny is an office guy now. He's not used to going on routes anymore.
That is 100% true. What is that? Oh, is it JMO?
No, it's an old-fashioned.
Yeah, good enough. Whichever one. Yes.
Where's mine? No.
That's why I didn't make you one. Did you want something else?
That is me
I think you
taking
still
a
have
sip.
Truly in there.
Oh, so yummy. So, anyways,
I did have a good beer at Burger House the other night, though.
All right, guys, I'm back. So what's going on with this Foles thing?
who?
Oh, he's talking about Foles.
He's trying to say something about Foles was like 3 years ago.
Oh.
Whatever. Okay.
So anyway. Like I said, I'm getting back to I'm making the podcast serious for a minute. My week. So this is why I was crying the other day, which nobody knows about. Not even Jamie knows because I keep my emotions inside now. My grandfather is in the hospital, not doing well. He had a fall a couple weeks ago and broke some vertebrae in his neck. He does not have movement below his waist right now. He cannot move his legs. He's got a hematoma in his brain also, or in his neck, which is what they think is causing the continued weakness in his legs. He's progressing a little bit now where he is able to use his hands and feed himself again now. He will not probably be able to walk again. He'll be in a wheelchair, and then the good news is that when he's going to be going home in a week or two, which at first, when it first happened, we didn't know how bad it was going to be. So he is going home in about a week or two. They're going to have, because he's a veteran, he did fight for our country. They're going to give him help at home, and they're going to have a lift for the bed and this and that and the other, and continue work on it. So the thing that it just all hit me the other day, just thinking about my grandpa again. I'm real close to these are my mom's dad, my Mexican side, and every weekend growing up, we'd go to their house, and I have pictures of me wearing my grandpa's Dago tee, I guess for the non-PC, his tank tops where they look like a dress on me, where now if my grandpa was to wear one of my tank tops, it'd be a dress on him.
Don't worry, for the circumstances, I won't take that as an offense.
So it just hit me that thinking about my grandpa, and the sad, it's April 6th or 7th, damn it. Him and my grandma will be celebrating their 70th wedding anniversary. 70 years married, and my mom said that her and the brothers and sisters, my mom's got 5 brothers and sisters, so there's 6 of them total. They were supposed to maybe try and plan a party. We did one 5 years ago, their 65th wedding anniversary. And another thing that it broke me down, because my grandpa loves taking care of my grandma. He planned the 65th and hired mariachis to be there and everything, and because my grandma loves mariachis, and I have pictures and videos of that, and it was fun. So they were going to do something, not something as big, but a party. And now my mom made a Facebook thing that they're not gonna be able to have a party, but everyone, please, here's their address. Send them your stories of them and your memories of them for their anniversary, cards and shit. So that happened, and to top it all off, Harley, I don't know if you've seen her ears, how we've told you before, how her ears kind of... Well, Jamie took her to the vet Monday, and the vet said, well, it could be some kind of autoimmune disease, so they had to draw some blood. The blood work came back normal, so that she's able to... We got to schedule a biopsy to find out if she's got some kind of disease. So it's just been a fucking week, man.
Yeah.
Plus your daughter testing positive for strep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was... It said we had to cancel Jamie's party because, Ryland tested positive for strep last Saturday. But then... Lupe knows this. You don't, Donnie. Jamie took her early enough Saturday morning for us to cancel the party, but she got in 2 doses of antibiotics Saturday. Sunday she woke up almost fine already, fever free. So 2 more doses Sunday, fever free she was back to school Monday already. Like nothing happened. But we couldn't. When she tested positive, the last thing we could do is, hey, everyone come over. Our daughter's feeling like shit. Hey, sit in the corner, Rylan, while we party, and then everyone else hope you don't get strep while you're here.
Just keep her in a room. She'll be fine.
Right. So, we're as of now, I think we're planning. I have it on Facebook as the 25th, which is next Saturday already. The problem is if I do the 25th, Sergio can't come out. If I do it the following weekend, the 1st, Lupe can't come over. So,
well, who's more important, Sergio or Lupe?
I plead the 5th on that one right now.
He's known me longer. And Sergio doesn't listen, so fuck you, Sergio.
So that just, like I said, it's just.
And I made him an old fashioned.
Yeah, it's just.
But Danny's an office guy now, so he's just gonna let Sergio hear that part.
It's been a week. Like I said, it's been a week, guys. So it's just I've been, and then Lupe. I don't know, you're not in the office, but I don't know if I kind of hinted to you before that every year at work we do these surveys on customer satisfaction, and my team was the lowest last year, not by a lot, but enough, and. This whole last year, it felt like I got babysat. I had to CC my boss, and my GM went on visits with me to try and raise my team numbers. Well, the preliminary numbers show that my team, which you're on, Lupe, went down again from 68% to like 55%. So I've been...
What the fuck?
And I don't know. And that's why we have this meeting coming up. But we're not getting the work shit on the podcast. It's just... So that, my team going down, my grandpa, my dog, it's like a fucking country song waiting to be written right there,
It's right in itself.
Do you have a truck that's ready to break down?
I don't say that. Don't put that on me. Say that. I don't have a truck. I have an Equinox, but still.
I'm going to get a very angry text tomorrow morning.
His Harley won't start. We'll go with that.
It wasn't starting last time, so.
Well, you got to ride it to start it, don't you?
That's why I call his bike the Garage Queen.
Listen, fucker. Now that you're closer, and now that the girls are a little bit older, yes, I have no reason not to ride this summer a lot.
Yeah, he didn't want to ride with me when I had the crotch rocket.
No.
I think he felt embarrassed.
No, honestly, so...
Either that or because I just kept leaving him.
I think honestly, with us being in the new house now, like... Jamie asks me every week, "Are you going to record?" I'm like, "I don't know why." She goes, "Go ahead." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "I like my alone time in the house now." She goes, "I watch my show, the girls play." So
she found time for her side piece to come over.
That's a joke I was telling you guys in the text thread. Like, yeah, Jamie needs to know if she should invite her side piece over or not while I'm over here. But so I think it'll be, and then the girls being older, they're not like. They don't need to be so hands-on, they can play in their room.
Curveball, the side piece is Dave.
Merv gets a mention.
Merv.
Speaking of mentions, James, I believe I've mentioned you in every episode that I've been on, so I'm doing better than you did already mentioning my name.
Damn. He's calling you out. He said you're a bitch.
I did not. So I believe... as long as nothing's going on and the girls are tame and doing whatever, like, hey, I'm gonna go riding with Lupe. Okay, go ahead. You know what I mean? I don't see it being an issue. Worst case scenario, I'll just ride over here every Friday. At least I'm getting on the bike instead of it sitting in the garage. So
it'd take too long for me to ride my bike here.
You should get that M class done.
Dun dun dun. Isn't it? It's called an L class, I think, in Indiana though.
Really?
I don't think it's an M anymore because I literally just went to the DMV yesterday, or BMV in Indiana, to get my address updated finally, and it says restrictions, whatever, and then it says L something also, so it's not an M. unless I don't know. I hope
unless they fucked you over.
Right, unless they didn't put it on the new one.
You're just gonna be riding illegal.
Yeah.
Riding dirty.
Riding dirty.
So now that I've brought the podcast down, let's bring it back up. It's St. Patrick's Day and I'm drinking.
Oh, and you said for me to get my M class, which remind me, did I send you the Snapchat of my new burns?
Oh yeah, the slag balls. I got you.
That felt fantastic.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And I asked him. I sent him a text. I said, "Hey, is that a Roscoe shirt you're wearing? Because it looks like the green."
Oh, the FR.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's my welding green.
Because we have those. And at Calumet Testing, we rent them to them.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, same with one of my stops has them too.
It's a little short on me, but I ended up getting it from the Blue Collar store in Lansing.
Oh, okay. How much did it cost you?
I don't know.
$79, more, less?
Well, less than that, I think.
I'll tell you what. Whenever I see them,
I do need to try and find more.
Whenever I see them at Roscoe in the garbage, I'll grab them for you. As long as it's the right, as long as it's the right size. Because that's what I do. If I see sometimes I see the pants are brand fucking new. I have a few pairs of pants that I grabbed out of that garbage.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are they in there then? They're only supposed to be ragged out if they're garbage.
Probably because Lupe threw them in there. He's like, "Oh, I found these in the garbage." No, but I ended up getting FR. I got 2 FR shirts and 2 pairs of pants from a store called Poe & Sons in Portage. That shit is expensive.
Do they have to be a certain color or anything?
I think it depends on where we're working at.
I was gonna say because Dixon has FR.
Yeah, I was looking at them. I mean,
they are pricey though.
I think it depends on where.
Dixons are $79. Actually, they're not that bad.
Yeah.
The FR ones that we have. The reason I asked them if they were $79 because Cass Products has them, and if they lose them or damage them or whatever, the unreturned inventory charge. There used to be $79. I think they're like $81 or $83 now because of that new price increase we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I'm working at NIPSCO, I don't think it matters. But I don't know for sure about the Mills or BP.
Oh, okay.
And then hopefully in a couple weeks I'll find out for sure about one of the nukes if I get to that.
You're working on a nuke?
Nuclear power plant in Illinois.
Do you have to wear a special?
It's going to be like Homer Simpson.
Make sure you don't hit the red button.
They're not.
It is very hard to get into there to work.
Really?
Oh yeah,
but I'm sure the pay is amazing.
I'd get a percentage of whatever the Illinois union makes.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because I'm an apprentice.
You're going to get a percentage plus your base pay?
Well, no. So I moved up a class, well, not a class, but so there's 2 periods in each year that we of our apprenticeship. So I'm in the second period right now. Our first period we were at 70%, and right now I'm at 72.5%. So I make 72.5% of whatever that local's journeyman makes.
Oh shit! Okay, so then
Illinois,
that's actually pretty good then.
Illinois is at I think Porter said they're at 5110.
So you get 70 some percent of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think ours is at 41.
Wow.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Huge difference.
Shit, fucking down south, they're in the 30s.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also cheaper down south.
But yeah, so you gotta. It is hard to get in there. You gotta answer a 300 something questionnaire.
Jesus.
And then after you do that, you have to talk to.
Is it what is it like a psych eval or?
You gotta talk to a psychiatrist after you do the 300 something questions.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Well, I wish you luck, man. And Danny, I'm praying for your grandpa. I know.
Thank you.
I know. Not to go back into a very darker side, I guess you can say it, but everything going on with my mom and everything like that.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
Speaking of parents, the good news is, again, this was never on the pod, and not a lot of people knew it, but all the issues with my dad, that just as breaking news podcast world, they thought my dad had stage 2 or 3 lymph node cancer and around his lungs. ended up 100% sure it is because he was in Arizona for a few weeks, some kind of weird like valley fever they call it, that reacts and looks and acts just like cancer in X-rays and everything they did and everything. So he's been on antibiotics for a few weeks, and he went to the doctor just yesterday, and everything is shrinking. So it definitely is that fever and not cancer at all. So again, that went through thinking my dad was going to die and all this shit too. So it's been a rough couple of weeks.
I won't mention your car again.
No. Now that I'm talking about cancer and everything like that, I finally got my hat.
Oh yeah,
the fuck cancer hat.
Yes, I have my shirt that I wear that I wear for the 4th of July. It says "fuck cancer."
Yeah.
Yep.
I have one of those.
So, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
It's been a weird couple of weeks.
I mean, is it me, or ever since like, the whole thing with that China balloon? Maybe it's just a conspiracy, but has anybody else noticed like people have been getting sick easier and?
No. I mean, I think it's that time of year where it starts again.
No, I'm not talking about just like allergies or shit like that. I'm talking like major fucking sicknesses like cancer and stuff like that.
No, I haven't noticed it.
Maybe it's just me, because I know now, 1, 2, 3, 4 people who who recently got diagnosed with cancer.
Insane.
Yeah.
That's why I always joke.
5. Martine. On the dock.
Really? Him too?
He has the same thing that Jim has.
Prostate cancer? Oh, no.
Whatever Jim has.
Jim had prostate cancer. He has something else now?
I don't know.
Yeah, Jim had prostate cancer.
That's why he's going to be out for 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I know he was just on vacation in Mexico.
Sucks, man.
You guys don't know this yet either. Again, more work shit. Sorry, Donnie. Felipe's retiring in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I knew that before you knew that.
Oh, man, I can't believe that. Not Felipe.
And it's funny because if I every time I'm on the dock and people will walk in, they'll say hi to me, and then they say hi to Felipe, or vice versa. But they'll sometimes they'll look at me and they'll look at Felipe. Hey, what's up, Lupe? Felipe. I just start laughing.
Oh, and not that Danny cares at all, because I know he doesn't. But you should go try that pizza before the month is over.
Gross.
Oh, the birria pizza?
Yeah, that shit was
birria
good.
Pizza.
Gross.
The what's the consomme? That's made by Ricochet Taco. That was really good.
Where is Ricochet Taco at?
I think there's one in Valpo, one in Crown Point.
I was supposed to go to
when we got to Tomato Bar, we asked the
who'd you go with?
My friend Tatiana. We asked the waiter.
I wish.
Oh, I had a crush on her.
Who?
Tatiana Ali.
Oh.
Ashley from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. We asked our waiter, we were like, so is this pizza any good? He's like, oh, I've had it 3 times already this month. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Nice.
Do you not eat anything else here?
And I was more of a Hillary fan.
No.
She was dumb, but she was hot.
I was all about Tatiana Ali. Oh. Yes, her. And I'm down with the swirl. There's also Saved by the Bell. Lisa Turtle.
Oh yeah, Lisa Turtle was hot.
I didn't care about.
But I mean, I
Jesse
was always about Kelly
Kapowski. No, I was all about Lisa Turtle. Yeah.
And then tried Burger House for the first time. That was
Nobody's
good.
talking about food anymore, Donnie. We're talking about hot girls.
Where'd you go with the Burger House?
Alyssa.
Huh? For her birthday? It was her birthday yesterday?
Who's Alyssa?
Yeah. Just
You know Alyssa.
I do.
Stevens.
Oh, I know Alyssa. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was her birthday yesterday, right? Yes,
Yeah.
Something
it
like
was.
that.
I saw it on Facebook.
I forgot to wish her.
So did I.
I know she doesn't listen, so.
I know. I'm going to tell her to listen. Happy birthday, Alyssa. A day late. 3 days late, 4 days late, whenever this drops.
I was trying to think of other places I'd want to go to. Never tried Stacks. You guys ever go there?
No.
Yeah.
I always look. Oh, wait. The breakfast place,
It's
right?
in Valpo. I think it's everything.
There's one in Tinley, too.
Isn't there one right there in Dyer?
No. It's a different. You're thinking about
thinking
the
of
pancake place.
Yes. Oh.
I think there's a pancake place.
place.
That's the one you're thinking of. in Tinley.
The one in Tinley, yeah.
The one that Anthony Yeah, no, I'm talking about the one in Valpo. It's like a dinner or lunch place or something. It's like real nice place, I think.
Allie, I know you're listening. We got to go.
Excellent.
We're going to Wagner's tomorrow.
I don't even know what that is.
What are you going to say?
Nothing.
Yeah, he's looking at me like he's going to say something.
No, I was going to say, Lupe found out real quick the monster he created.
Oh, God.
What monster is that?
The new best friendship of me and Allie.
Oh.
It's actually quite comical.
She made a Facebook chat group with me, her, and him in it.
Yeah.
Superb. So
it's called Stack's Bar and Grill in Valpo.
So listen to this. I may have been inspired to research my own topic for a podcast finally for you guys instead of you doing all the work, Lupe.
Really?
So lately, me and Jamie have gotten back. We watched the first season when it first premiered on. But did you guys ever hear about or watch yourselves the show called Evil?
No.
Oh, it's so fucking good. It's this lady. She's a psychologist for prosecutors. And long story short, this black guy who's he's a really cool guy too. In his third or fourth, whatever, how many years it takes to be a priest. He's in his final year to become a priest. So he's brought on. He investigates things the church feel could be religious or related to the devil and all this stuff. So he brings her on to be the psychologist. Yes. To be like the psychological like input, like to debunk things.
I thought you were going to say psychologicalist.
No, to debunk things. And then he also has this Indian guy, and I can't think of his name. But he's been in a lot of shit, and I love him too. And he's like the scientist, where he looks at stuff scientifically. No, that can't be this, can't be this. So the first season was all normal and cool, and me and Jamie loved it. And then it either I don't know why we stopped watching it, forgot when it came on, or got canceled. But now it's on Paramount Plus. So we're through the second season almost, and then there's the third season. They did one of their episodes was based on this couple disappeared, and they don't know what happened to them. They supposedly got in this elevator, and next thing they know, they watched them. They never got off on any floor, and they were gone. They didn't show them. There's cameras on every floor, and they never got off anywhere. They disappeared. So it reminded me of the Eliza Lamb, I think.
The elevator game?
Yes.
Dude.
And they went over the elevator game in the show, but it made me think, I wonder if that's what happened to, do you know that Eliza Lamb story?
Yeah.
That's one, like, when anyone asks if there's one true crime story that you wish could be solved, you know the answers to, it's a toss-up between that one and John Bonet for me. Like, I want to know the answers to.
Dude, yes.
Or
the brother.
Dilatov Pass. You ever heard about that one?
Oh, yeah.
There's a few of them, but the elevator one in L.A., makes me wonder, like, what the fuck was going on there? Because that's also the same elevator that Richard Ramirez, or that hotel that she was at. I don't know if, like, he stayed there or was homeless.
What was it? Cecil Inn, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. The Cecil
Hotel.
Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, had something to do with that hotel also. It's just all kinds of weird shit with that hotel. So it's like fucking crazy.
Dude, let's go to that hotel. I mean, it's not called the Cecil anymore, though.
I think they made it into apartments or something.
Oh, really?
No, half of it. So half of it is still rentals. The other half is apartments. It's still a part of a hotel, and the other half is rentals that for people down on their luck and stuff, Oh,
it's in L.A. Dude, I want to go to L.A.
Yeah,
too.
it's in L.A., yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Nope.
And,
So
there's actually a new, I was listening to Stir the Pot, which I have really big news about that. I was listening
you're
to...
leaving us and joining them permanently?
No, they won't accept me.
You could be Fred.
No.
Scooby.
Daphne has a Fred.
Anyway, sorry.
I almost said her name. Although I've been helping them the last 2 weeks because they've left her government name in the fucking episodes.
Oh,
the
really?
last 2 episodes. And I immediately texted Daphne like, hey, you need to change this, and like now. What was it? Oh, I think it was last week's episode. They were talking about the 7 people have gone missing on the DL12 pass just recently.
Oh, really? Again?
Yes.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I like that story a lot.
I think that was their second episode.
Yeah, excellent.
What did you guys think of that Teletubby thing I sent you?
Dude, that was trippy.
It was interesting. I'll tell you that much.
It's weird, like all these like kids shows and stuff like that. The conspiracy theories behind it, and that kind of reminds me like when we did the conspiracy theories and I brought up Rugrats.
Yeah.
And how it was
in
Angelica's mind.
Right, that's what it was.
Because she was suffering from like schizophrenia
or Winnie the
like
Pooh's all mental disorders.
Yeah.
Well, or what was that other one I sent you? Bikini Bottom is based on a real place.
Oh yeah, that one too. I also heard that Bikini Bottom is actually if you actually watch the cartoon, the buildings are mufflers and stuff like that, and it just shows how fucking polluted our oceans are and shit like that.
Well, there's a lot of shit about SpongeBob that's fucked up. If you look at what the chum bucket attracts fish, but also where he works, it's a crab trap,
lobster trap. Yeah. And a chum bucket. If you look at the chum bucket, it's an actual fist that's holding on to the bucket still. So if you're thinking about it, a chum bucket is what? To attract sharks.
Yep.
So was this like did this person's hand get cut off and it fell down to that's fucking crazy.
So this is crazy that like we need to do some action because there's so much shit with like kid stuff like Ring Around the Rosies.
Oh
is
yeah,
about the plague that went around and there's all kinds of crazy shit in nursery rhymes and stuff and one we kind of went over it in work but I knew about it before is the rule of thumb. You know what that is, right? Whenever it says the rule of thumb, that's got like a bad history.
Is that the one where it's the husband could beat their wife
as long as the switch
is
shorter than their thumb.
You know, it's funny that you brought that up because it was on Boondock Saints, and it's St. Patrick's Day.
But there's so much different. Like Leroy brought it up too. There's when he went down south before he called someone. He's like, "Oh, thanks, ma'am." He said, "Ma'am," and the lady like went off on him.
It's
like a lady of the night if you call someone a ma'am down south. And he said he learned his lesson real quick. Like all this weird shit. Like, yeah, man, there's some cool stuff out there to talk about and do.
I don't know, man. Leroy, he's a Freemason.
He's a vampire. Me and Lupe, son of a bitch.
Hi.
Yariel mess with Leroy all the time because he's older and we always joke, Leroy, what's it like being 2003, 406 years old and just all this weird shit? And then lately he's been kind of sore and like just like moving slow. And so I'm like, oh, Leroy, you're a vampire. You haven't eaten in a while, have you? So he came into work today talking about how yesterday, the day before, he had to go get a lead test because we visit some stops that do lead plating and you need to have your blood tested. And he's like, yeah, I went yesterday. He's like, they were trying to get my blood. He goes, found out. I'm like, what, that you're 400 years old? We know that already later. He goes, no. He goes, he's like, they had the needle in me and it just halfway through the vial, it stopped giving blood. I go, see, me and Yariel keep telling you need to feed. You don't have any blood in you. So we just rip on him nonstop about that shit.
So how connected are Freemasons to Illuminati?
Right.
Anybody know? Because I really don't know. I mean, I know of the Illuminati, and then I know of the Freemasons, and I know 100% sure that the Freemasons are real.
Illuminati's fucking fake. All the people want to say that shit. Come get me. Come at me too, Illuminati.
Come at me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be hiring for a new co-host.
But
I was trying to figure out where that cemetery is that I sent you guys.
I know. I want to know so bad.
You know what? I didn't watch that one because I know you had. That's when you were giving me shit. Yeah, you don't comment on the group chat. And
oh man,
because I was looking through the comments of it, and one person said Aus Sable Cemetery, AUX.
Okay.
Another person said it's Anderson Cemetery.
So if you Google like most haunted places in Illinois, there's a town, I think Alton it's called, Alton, that's supposed to be super haunted, the whole town. And I wonder if the cemetery's in that town because the whole town is supposedly haunted.
Here's another person that says Anderson Cemetery in Taylorville.
Okay.
I just want to go to the place where you stop the car and you're on an incline to go over the train tracks.
And the car pushes.
And the car goes.
Fuck that! I don't want to almost die.
Someone else said Bachelor's Grove, but I don't think that's the one.
No, it's definitely. It said it's the Bachelor's Grove of somewhere else. It said in the whole podcast anyway.
Bachelor's Grove is a good cemetery. I love going there. Well, I used to love going there. I can tell you some real shit I've seen there. I was tripped out. And I wasn't.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying this Anderson Cemetery.
Excellent. So, that being said.
Yeah, what's this new segment?
How far are we into this
We're
right
almost
now?
in an hour.
Good. So here's what I'm going to do.
Oh, boy.
So I almost got Rain to come out and I said, you can be a guest on the podcast tonight. Uh-huh. She was going to. So
that would have been a fun surprise.
Right. It would have been fun.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Right. So I'm not going to.
It's not bring your kids to work day, Daniel.
It's St. Paddy's Day. You know she's up to no good.
So here's what I'm going to do right now. This is my own little segment.
That's why she's not here right now. She's out getting drunk somewhere.
This is my own little segment I want to invent. So my niece Taylor, we had her on the last podcast.
Yeah, it was our last interview.
That's my niece. She is 18 now. I have a son, Logan, who's 21, and a daughter, Rain, who will be 20 in a month. I'm saying your name right now as a test to see if your dad has told you that he's on a podcast and your uncle has told you he's on a podcast. If you guys contact me and let me know you heard me say your name, I will give you $10 each.
Oh, shit.
They're not 5 anymore. What's $10 going to do?
Who cares?
Hey, $10 can get you at least a fucking 24-ounce beer.
Get a nug for that.
Get a nug for that.
He's thinking a little bit different.
No. So, anyways, that's just the little thing. I wanted to try it. I want to try mentioning their names and saying, I'll give you $10 if you tell me you listen to it. Because Taylor said she was going to start listening. And I wonder if we lost her by not dropping an episode last week because she was probably, excited after she was on it. So, this is my call out to my own kids and my niece who are old enough to listen to this shit.
I'm going to look for an app that I can get phone calls.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put the number out there. And if they call me...
Call me, text me, hey, Dad, you said my name, give me my $10. Hey, Uncle Dan, you said my name, give me my $10.
That's hilarious.
Go ahead. I will gladly do it. And then I might drop your name every once in a while in future episodes. Just make sure you're still listening. I'm not above buying listeners.
Speaking of buying things, we have stickers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
We have stickers.
Speaking of buying things and stickers, we need to put a feeler out there. Who would be interested in spending $25 to $30 to buy a T-shirt with our logo on it?
Yeah,
because we have quotes to buy shirts, but we're not going to spend thousands of dollars if they're just going to sit in our basement and not sell.
I know for sure we have at least 10 sold.
Nice. So hit us up on the gram. Hit us up on the wherever, the Facebook. Let us know if you would be interested in purchasing an Impulsive Thoughts shirt.
Yeah, you can call Donnie. Donnie's number is...
I'll kill you.
1-800-MIX-A-LOT. Kick them nasty
Baby
thoughts.
got back.
So since we're doing segments, can I do the Am I the Asshole segment?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have an intro for it? Anything? Yes. So this is a good one, guys. I found this one. I'm like, yes. So... this is from a lady. Am I the asshole for not telling him dinner is ready is how it's listed. So, my husband has an obsession.
Just by going off the title, yes.
Shut up, Donnie. I'm reading. Don't interrupt me again. It says, my husband has an obsession with TikTok. He's 40, by the way, not 14. He takes his phone to the bathroom and will spend ages just mindlessly scrolling. Listen, fuckers, we have 2 young kids, and I think he just does it for some peace. But it means I'm constantly having to go and knock on the door. Are you okay? Are you going to be long? Will you come and help with the tiny humans? It's a pain in the ass. I was making a full roast dinner and saw him heading off upstairs. I said, it will be ready in 20 minutes. Don't be long. I set the table. I finished cooking. I plated up. Got the kids at the table and just thought, I'm not going to seek him out this time. This is ridiculous. I 100% wanted to see how long it would take him to come out on his own. 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Holy shit.
In that time, we had finished the meal. I had cleaned the kitchen and the floor, done the dishes, and done a load of laundry, and the kids were halfway through a film. He came down.
Jesus Christ.
He came down and he yelled at me that I should have told him the meal was ready. I told him I'm not his mother and it's not my job to go and seek him. He stormed out saying he's not eating his meal now as roast dinners are rubbish, heated in the microwave, and this is all my fault. And am I the asshole? Or he said, I am the asshole. So, am I the asshole? Dun, dun, dun.
No. Not even in the slightest. Are you kidding me?
Right.
No.
I 100% think you are not 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, no. My legs go numb at 45 minutes.
Right.
Don't ask me how I know.
Especially when she said to him, it's going to be done in 20 minutes. Like, how oh, man. Man, oh, man. So I'm glad so Instagram world, Facebook world, let us know. What do you think? Come on. I'm trying to get interaction from our fans. Don't just like our shit. Comment on our shit, people.
You get interaction. James texts you.
Yeah.
So I did save also an update. The woman later added an update about the whole situation. So she wrote, update. For the people asking, we talked about it last weekend and he denied it was a problem. I showed him this thread because it was on Reddit and obviously people were saying he's an asshole and asked him to read the replies. He was angry initially that I made the post but did read the replies. He has a lot of things going on at work recently and his mental health has been spiraling as a result. He has an appointment with his doctor to discuss his mental health next week. In the meantime, he has deleted TikTok entirely from his phone. To all the people suggesting porn or drug addiction, that's not the case at all. Thanks for all the help. It really is appreciated. He has apologized sincerely and is making a concerted effort to spend more time with the kids. So,
wait, is Danny really talking about himself?
40 years old, 2 kids. I don't have a TikTok obsession, though. Jamie does.
Yeah. So, let's see.
Are you going to try and top my Am I the Asshole?
No, I'm actually not. I was looking for something.
So real quick, flashback, Donnie. How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets?
He's following in Rodgers. He's following in Favre's footsteps.
Yep, he is. Oh, did I send you that TikTok that? No. So I'll send it to you after the show. Mm-hmm. It literally, Kevin sent it to me, brother-in-law Kevin, and I sent it to my cousin JB, and I thought I sent it to you guys. I guess I didn't. I sent it to Leroy, though. When I send it to you guys, I would literally probably kill myself if this happens. I would not. I don't mean to joke about it. No, because that's bad. I don't mean to joke about it. Suicide is a serious thing, and I don't like to throw that around lightly. But I would shit myself. How about that?
Isn't it crazy how, maybe 10 years ago we could joke about that, and it was, not...
Well, again, to go that route,
Yeah, it was longer than 10 years ago.
But I joke... I'm not joking around, but I talk about, back in school when you didn't like someone, oh my God, that's so gay.
Yeah.
But you didn't mean it like...
You didn't mean it in that,
It's not like gay's negative and you're a homosexual, just, right. Oh my God, that's so gay. I guess it is negative because you mean it as a negative thing, but, it didn't mean, it wasn't a slur against a people, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's the woke generation now.
Yeah.
I was laughing at this TikTok the other day. This guy was explaining how... he was talking about using the hard R word.
Ooh.
And he was saying oh yeah, I used to say it all the time when I was younger, yada yada yada. And his podcast co-host is looking at him what are you doing right now? And just so I don't ramble on and forget how it all went, he was not talking about the hard R word we're all thinking of. He meant the mentally handicapped word.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy's
that was another thing that a
a
lot of us used to say.
The guy's that's not what that means.
No.
It's not. Yes.
And you know what? I catch myself every now and then. I'll say...
the hard R word?
Yeah, but
Dang.
not in that the way Donnie just said it.
Right, not the hard R we all think you're talking about.
And I think about it, I'm like, well, that was kind of dumb. Like, I shouldn't have said that.
So I never used it, but so back when I worked at Jay's, there was I was an RSR back then, like, here at Roscoe, and there was, I want to say, however many routes there was like 4 or 5, 6 black guys, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white guys, that all ran routes, and I hung out with all the black guys, and they called themselves the Brother Group, and they would tell me all the time I was an honorary brother. And they said, Dan, around us you can use the N-word if you want to. I'm like, no, I'm not going to. I don't feel comfortable. I'm not going to. I go, thanks for feeling like, I can, but I won't, just out of respect. And I don't feel like I could, because let's say I start saying it around them because I'm close with them, and then it slips somewhere else and I get my ass kicked or shot, It's just not a word someone who is looks Caucasian should be using. So
that's funny. I remember one day coming in from route. It was on a Friday, and Eric works on the soil dock.
Well, I call him my ninja.
Yeah,
because he said because I said my ninja, and he started, me and him started that.
I came in and I was listening to. Fuck! I can't remember what I was listening to. Hold on, I was listening to like music that. If you look at me, I was probably Marvin Gaye, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
But it's like music that if you look at me, I just wouldn't listen to.
Like how you listen to country all the time?
Yeah. And they were looking at me, and they were like, the hell are you listening to, Lupe? And I was telling them what I was listening to and everything like that. And then there was one song that came on. It was Kiss and Say Goodbye by the Manhattans. Mm-hmm. And I was singing it on the dock. And they were like,
on the dock of Roscoe.
We need to get that as a jingle. Now that I'm going to clip that.
Don't do that.
Yeah. That's our opening music.
I'll slash your tire.
And now, Donnie Solo.
And I was singing, they were like, damn, he sings pretty good too. They were looking at me, they were like, yeah, you're definitely invited to the barbecue. I was like, hell yeah.
Yes. Leroy said I'm invited to his family barbecue, his family reunion party, the Johnson family reunion. Oh, you got cherries in here too.
Yeah.
Are these normal cherries?
No, these are the expensive cherries. The Luxardo.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh,
$25 a fucking jar.
Yes, I have a story about that. When we went to Four Winds a couple weeks ago for Dennis's birthday, found out my mom gets martinis there, and she first time there, they have these things called Luxardo cherries. I'm like, okay, big deal. It's a cherry. She goes, no, they're good. She goes, and whenever I get a drink, she goes, I'll ask them to throw a few in there. So they'll give her like a handful of them at a time.
Holy shit.
At the Four Winds. So we were there. She told us about it. She said, yeah. She said after the first time she had them, she Googled them like, holy shit, these are expensive. So while we're there, she asked this waitress, hey, can I get a few extra? She goes, let me go ask the bartender. No, you got the one, that's it. My mom's like, every time I come here, they do. She goes, and then Dennis is like, listen, I'll pay for them if I have to. Just give her a bunch. So she got like 4, 5, 6 of them extra. And she let me and Jamie try them. Fucking A, these are great cherries.
Best cherries ever.
Yeah, I'm not paying no $25 for a jar of 20 of them, whatever it is. So, now that I know that they're in there, fuck yeah. Anyways, that's my cherry story.
Well, it's not the cherry that we were thinking.
Well, that was back when I was 18 when I lost that one. Anyways.
Hey, 18 buddies.
Yes. I think we went over that in before I was a permanent host.
Yeah,
about how
I think so.
I was a good boy.
I think that was the
tell us about yourself story, I think. So, how far are we in now? Like, is this still going to be the first episode?
103, yeah.
Because
first episode of what?
Because you work taping so long, you'll cut it into 2 episodes.
Yeah, I'll cut
usually.
it into 2 episodes.
So, I wanted to really quick to kind of stick with the St. Patrick's theme before we, ramble on too much. I know we're all over the place anyways, but that's what happens when we do an episode about nothing.
Impulsive thoughts.
Right, impulsive thoughts. I did want to say earlier when you were playing the song, I fucking love bagpipes. Now, I am not Irish at all. As my story, which I put on Facebook all the time, attests to on St. Patrick's Day, everyone would always ask me, wow, you have a red beard. Are you Irish? And I'd be like, no, my dad's Jamaican. And then I'd walk away. And they'd be like, what? They'd have this. They were so confused they didn't have time to speak, and I'd get away before they could ask me. Anyways, I fucking love bagpipes. Every Irish parade I go to, I just stare at them. My goal is I would love to learn how to play them. But to get like a decent bagpipe set is like $500, $600, $700.
Holy shit!
They're expensive. You can get training ones for like $100, $120, but it looks like they only have like it's a smaller bag and not as many. It's just not good. So along those lines, going back to the St. Patrick shit, I wanted to go over a little mythology about the leprechaun.
Let me pause you for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, if you buy us shirts that can fund Danny getting a bagpipe.
And that'll be our new intro music, Danny on the bagpipes. And I can start playing. I can play corn music. Ooh.
I remember watching Friends and Ross trying to play the bagpipes.
Did he?
Maybe it's not a good idea.
No, because if you're not good at it, it just sounds like someone dying.
Yeah.
So, just real quick to go along with our St. Patrick's Day theme. A leprechaun is a diminutive supernatural being in Irish folklore. I don't know if that was an Irish accent or not.
Don't believe so.
Classed by some as a type of solitary fairy. They are usually depicted as little bearded men wearing a coat and hat who partake in mischief.
Carrying a shillelagh.
Yep. In later times, they have been depicted as shoemakers who have a hidden pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So, that's just what they are. There's also, I have the way back history where the word came from, where it says the Anglo-Irish word leprechaun is descended from Old Irish lucorpan or lupracan via various forms such as lucrapan, lupracan, and I don't know. I don't know what language those are in.
I think he's having a stroke.
Yes.
Do you smell burnt toast?
But the current spelling leprechaun is used throughout Ireland, and it's spelled differently than our English way. But there are numerous regional variants. So leprechaun can be spelled many different ways. And then it says the Irish term Leithbragan in O'Reilly's dictionary has also been recognized as an alternative spelling. Yes. So
you always go to the week's end, right?
Yes.
You don't have to be hard asses, do you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's St. Paddy's Day. Everyone's Irish tonight. Why don't you just pull up a stool and have a drink with us?
Yes. So then the meaning, though, this is the one interesting part I wanted to get to. The word may have been coined as a compound of the roots lu or lagu from Greek, meaning small, and corp, Latin for corpus, which means body, or so it had been suggested by Whitley Stokes. However, research published in 2019 suggests that the word derives from Luperci or Luperci and the associated Roman festival of Lupercalia. So that's just, it's kind of interesting about that. There's also I have, what was I going to say? In folklore, kind of what I said already about a solitary creature. But it's interesting. And then, so classification. So leprechaun has been classed as a solitary fairy. It's stressed that the leprechaun, though some may call it a fairy, is clearly to be distinguished from the, I don't even want to try the Ios or the good people of the fairy mounds and wraiths. Leprechaun being solitary is one distinguishing characteristic. But additionally, the leprechaun is thought to only engage in pranks on the level of mischief, old-fashioned's getting me, and requiring special caution.
You're going to have to drive him home, Lupe.
Yeah. I'm not the only one who doesn't know how to talk sometimes.
Oh, I always cannot talk, because I think I try, and my brain goes faster than my mouth does.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, so it was just, that's all. I just wanted to give some history on the leprechaun. So, it's interesting shit. Also, they're very evil, and they will try to kill you. And if your name's Jennifer Aniston, and it's your first movie ever.
Unless you're in the hood.
Right, Leprechaun in the Hood. Yes.
What was that thing like some years ago where they were like searching for the leprechaun? It was like a viral video.
Oh, man, that's so great. Yes, it's in Alabama. Alabama. It's in
Alabama. That's right.
Yes.
I
need to find that picture. The drawing.
Yes.
The Alabama leprechaun. Sorry, Lupe. Mexico's losing 4-1.
Damn
it.
Top of the fifth.
Why is it only sorry, Lupe? Racist as fuck.
Keep forgetting you're Mexican. I was laughing when I saw the picture going around on the internet that the Italian team had the Nespresso machine in their dugout.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then I think one of the pitchers had this big ass Italian horn on his shoe, like dangling off by his shoelaces.
Nice. Very nice. You know what is sad? It's very, very, very sad. St. Patrick's Day is on a fucking Friday, and I'm not out getting hammered somewhere. Boy, have I growed up.
How about this? Next year, it's going to be on a Saturday. Let's do something.
Fucking have a party.
And record.
Yeah.
So it's funny, back when I was still married and everything like that.
Loser. Only dummies are married. Wait a minute.
When Nikki and I would go out, there was a certain moment where I was getting just enough of a buzz that my accent would turn Irish.
What?
And it would just slip out. But it would like go back to it was so funny. And you know what? I mean,
like on St. Patrick's Day only, or
no,
anytime?
like anytime. It was fucking hysterical because I'd catch myself and I'd just start laughing, and Nikki would look at me like, "Are you serious?"
Who is it that we make fun of about turning Canadian?
Is it Amy?
Might have been.
Amy or Sarah?
Speaking of turning Canadian, you guys have to watch Letterkenny still.
Yeah, I do.
I'm watching The Good Doctor right now.
That's also a good show.
It is.
I haven't watched any of that. Have any of you guys watched The Boys yet?
Hold on.
No, and I've
By
been
the
wanting
way, to. You have a job to make your girlfriend watch the fucking Sopranos. So,
Sopranos.
I know you haven't watched it
Okay,
either, so
I only
you have
seen the
to-
first 3 seasons.
I need something to get these cherries out.
By the way, you never texted me yesterday for my HBO Max.
Yeah, I know. I got home too late and I was tired.
Sopranos is on HBO Max.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Still? Mm-hmm. So, funny story about Sopranos.
I'm sad because I think wherever the office is, it's leaving.
Me and Jamie watched The Sopranos. I want to say, I know Easton was born in 16, so I was off on light duty because my back was fucked up. So throw in the fact not working, pregnant wife, and watching Sopranos. We ate pasta so much.
I remember you saying
gained so much weight watching The Sopranos. I mean, a lot of it was Sopranos, but also me not working and
Danny,
Jamie being pregnant.
Welcome to my fucking life. And that's without watching The Sopranos.
Hey, I'm right there with you guys because when I got married, I married into an Italian family, and that's all the fuck I was eating was fucking pasta.
Nikki was a feeder, too.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, these fairies.
Jesus Christ.
For all my ASMR fans.
I'm trying to think of...
Oh, God.
I hate that shit more than anything. That's why I stopped.
Yeah, I hate it, too.
I hate ASMR. Ugh.
I mean, I don't mind ASMR. I just cannot stand people chewing. Everything else is okay.
I can't stand ASMR. I can't stand that shit at
like
all.
Somebody pulling or popping
Their gum?
bubble wrapping. I can listen to that. Or yeah, no. But people chewing or stuff like that, I can't. Although there are times where I'm sitting there and I love chewing on ice, and I know it's very loud. Ellie's like, Ellie will look at me like, "Are you serious?"
Okay, sugar nips.
Huh?
Facebook again.
God damn it! I got to turn that. How do you turn that off?
I am not knowing. I do not know.
Okay, Apu.
You do not talk when I am talking.
Did you?
My dog.
Did you not hear me?
What? All right, nobody heard you.
No.
You didn't hear what I said? Okay.
You'll hear it in the playback.
Yeah, he will. He'll have to decide
Speaking
if
of
he
the
wants
playback,
to keep it.
Donnie, king for never listening to our show.
Yep.
We technically did not record with you.
I know, I didn't listen to
You
it.
still didn't listen to the one? What the French toast?
Oh,
The auto show one. not the
I've
auto
been
show.
meaning to, but I haven't been able to.
there's one part that Don is in.
No, I know, but he didn't hear it because he didn't have the headphones or anything, so he didn't. So this morning.
And all he said was, "I drive cars."
I drive cars. I drive cars.
Sorry. It's the ice. I like
It
ice.
does not bother me.
No, what I said attributes to when I was told to try and embarrass you.
You're not gonna embarrass me.
I know.
Yeah, because no one's here to see it. We're recording. If we were in public, you can embarrass him.
Yeah, it's easier to embarrass me in public. Like
honestly, when you hear it, because I think it's spaced to it's spaced enough to where you can delete it. You probably will.
Well, it's that bad.
No, it's not that bad. It's
that embarrassing.
Just something that you recalled.
Now I want to get hammered tonight. Call Jamie. Hey, coming home.
The bar's right here. We can walk.
It is. I want to go to the Cedar Tucky bars, though, and fucking hang out with those hillbillies.
Speaking of hillbillies.
Which one?
There's a lot in Cedar Lake. Goodfellas. I like Goodfellas.
I was going to say Goodfellas.
Not the one that burned down.
I want to go to Huntley's bar. No, that one's still fucking burnt, but it looks like there's a sold sign on it now. It's sold.
I want to try the Sandbar.
Oh, the food is so
great,
good there.
Yeah.
I've never been.
So
it's not a bar, though. It's not for drinking.
No, I know. It's
for food.
Yeah.
So
You think I go to bars?
Yeah. No, only with girls.
Another inside joke I'm not a part of. I don't know.
No, that's the joke. He won't go to bars with his best friends.
Mm-hmm.
But if a girl asks him,
When did I go to a bar?
Well, because is he going to try and get some from his guy friends? No.
He's also not going to try to get some from those girlfriends
How do you
either.
know? How do you know what he's going to try? Are you inside Donnie's head? It's a new man. Donnie's a new man this year. He said he's looking for love in our first episode, remember? If he could choose $1 million or true love, he said he'd pick true love. Throwback to anyone who listens to the podcast.
Not me.
I have a memory.
Don's
like
I don't remember saying that.
See who has well, no, I would say either Walter or Alex has a better memory than you.
Both of those.
I don't have a good memory at all. I have fucking brain surgery.
I didn't have brain surgery. My memory shit. Ask Lupe.
See, I have long-term memory. I don't have any. Like, you can tell me something now, and in about an hour, I'm like, I don't remember you saying that.
See,
I have the type of memory where like I can remember someone's face if I see them again.
But you can't remember a name.
Try and guess their name. Not going to happen.
And see,
if I see you, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, what's up, pal? How's it going, man?"
That's me.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
So
I'm not
bad
your pal,
at names.
guy.
And I'm in the worst fucking job for that because all my stops, I say hi to everyone. I don't know anyone's fucking name. I was on that route for 7 years. I couldn't tell you. I know Jimmy's name just because Jimmy, but that's why I look at the name tag a lot of times. But all the managers I dealt with, I'm like, "Hey, how's it going? Here's your invoice." Like, I'm so fucking bad at it. I can remember a face. Like, I can see someone and be like, "I know I met you somewhere 20 years ago." But I don't know your fucking name or where I met you at. Like, I'm so good at names. And
you can remember what they look like, what you talked about, and where you met them.
You can't remember their name.
No. And it's weird. Like, some of my long-term memory is good, and some of my short-term memory is good. But it seems like a lot of shit recently, like, I don't remember. Maybe it's getting older. Maybe it's the brain shit. But my memory is fucking shit. But I can remember the most random, stupidest shit that you don't need to know about. You know what I mean? Like, up, down, left, right, BA, select, start. There you go. I got unlimited lives in Contra.
Like, I'll ask someone, like, what they're doing in a couple days or something. They'll tell me, you know, what were you doing this weekend? Oh, this. It'll get to Saturday. Hey, what are you doing today? I told you that. The other.
Well, but Jamie's memory is fucking horrible. She can be on her way to the store and I'll be like, I need toothpaste or I need a toothbrush, something. Literally, as she's walking in the store. So I'm like, okay, I told her literally she's walking in the store. She come home later, we're unpacking. I'm like, hey, did you get my toothbrush? Ah, shit, I knew I forgot. Really? The only thing I told you, not like a list of 5 and you forgot one of them, like the only thing I told you.
So I went to Meijer the other day, or maybe it was last week. I needed to pick up some Zevia.
Wait, he doesn't even remember that.
That's what I was going for.
Uh-huh.
And I ended up
the sugar substitute stuff.
Yeah, the pop substitute.
Oh yeah, pop. That's right.
You're
thinking of stevia.
Oh, stevia, yeah. So, anyways, I went there. I went there for Zevia. That was the main thing I went. That was the only thing I was going for. But I ended up having to get other stuff. Got everything else left without the Zevia. I got to the car and I was like, son of a bitch, I'm not going back in. So.
You know, I can't tell you how many. I need to write a list down when I go into a grocery store if I'm going grocery shopping, because I'll be like, "Ooh, I want that. Ooh, I want that. Ooh, fuck, what did I come in here for?"
Righto.
But you guys think we have another hour in us?
Supposed to tell you guys My BFF said hi.
Who's your BFF?
His girlfriend.
Oh, Rosie Palm.
No.
I don't know. Do we have another hour?
I think we have another hour in us.
I'm sure we could think of something to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, it's been a fun episode. Took a week off because of things, but I'm gonna have to make
Just slurping that down, huh?
I'm gonna have to make Danny another old fashioned.
Fucking bartender sucks here.
He's gonna get back to Jamie just drunk.
Maybe I can get some. Keep it up longer than 30 seconds.
Hey, I'll give you a blue chew.
No, I will not put anything into my body.
Well, with that being said,
That's not what you told Lupe.
Exit only.
I'm your favorite host with the most.
Are you?
Not if you're James.
Dang. Throwing shade. Call back to earlier in the episode. Who's paying attention now?
Hey, Rain and Taylor.
And Logan.
Oh yeah, you did say longer too. Shit, that's $30. I was gonna say I'll top Danny.
He's matching Danny.
I'm matching Danny, guys.
Oh, shit. You guys better pay attention.
This is the end of the show.
Yep.
This is the end of the show, so I'm matching Danny.
Yes.
All right, with that being said, I'm Lupe, your favorite host with the most. I got Donnie to my right.
Bye.
And I got Mr. Dano to my left.
Hasta la vista, baby.
And you can find us on all your major podcast platforms, on Instagram at 3GuysPod2021. And we are out this bitch. Peace.
Boom.